We are Steve and Stephanie, traveling with our 2 Scottish Terriers, Teddy and Ellie, simply enjoying the retired life. Come on an adventure with us.
Hi, everybody.
Morning. It's Monday, the 14th of October. We're on the road leaving Wyoming.
Yep.
On our way back to Milwaukee.
Yep.
But yesterday we explored 3 different national sites, park sites.
2.
Well, one was a National Historic Site, the
Yes.
Oregon Rut Trail.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
So, what a blast.
Long day, but yeah, some of it's sad. And
What a feeling to be standing, though, in the ruts of the wagons heading west.
Yeah, so heavy that they carved their way through the sandstone. In what little town was that? Guernsey, Wyoming. On our way to Fort Laramie. It's kind of cool to find out it was first a trading post, then owned by American Fur Company, and then they sold it to the Army. And then they hired people from New Mexico to adobe the entire fort. I bet it looked lovely. And they had their families there. And it was quiet. And then the Indian Wars started up over something really stupid. A lost cow. A Mormon lost a cow, and they killed a village of natives.
Well, that's the tragedy.
Anyway, but that's part of it. But we found out about it. That's the important thing, is now we know about it. In Fort Laramie. And then over history, of course, the Pony Express came through and we saw the plaque, which Dwight D. Eisenhower's name is on because he was president of the Pony Express Committee. I was surprised.
Yeah.
And still a trading post, still important. And then the telegraph arrived. No more Pony Express. 2 years later?
That's right!
Buildings. The fort's very large. It has a great movie, a 20-minute movie, and probably the best ranger we have seen yet. He's so energetic and involved.
The fort tour, I mean, it's a self-tour, but it's cool.
It's a self-tour, but it's cool.
Because they restored the buildings and the rooms to the way they would have appeared, and you can look in there so you feel like you're actually walking in. It was a cool tour.
It was cool. And Steve found the saloon for the enlisted men. So, behind a store, of course. And then we booked over another hour to the east, right over the border in Nebraska is Scotts Bluff. Again, something I had never heard of. Majorly important. That's where the traders started, French traders started, and then became the part of the trail for Oregon, Mormon, California, and the Pony Express, of course. And it's a huge bluff. It goes up 800 feet.
It's gorgeous.
And we got there a little, 5 minutes to 4. And before 4 o'clock, you can actually drive up to the bluff. It takes 5 minutes to go through three little tunnels. And the view, we could see Chimney Rock 23 miles away. And then we got down, the ranger just kind of said, hey, you got just enough time to go. I don't want to talk to you. I see the passport stick. Get your butt up there and come back down. You'll have time. And then I think he kept the store open until we got back because he knew I had stamps. So, and then what a great little visitor center. It's also Adobe, and it's phenomenal.
But this is the first time we've seen we've been seeing all the signs for beware of bear, bears.
This was rattlesnakes.
Yeah, this one was rattlesnakes.
Teddy wanted a rattlesnake. For sure.
Teddy did not like
the giant. In front of it is 3 huge
covered wagons,
and one of them has fiberglass oxen in front of it, life size. And he lost his mind growling at them. And growling at? Oh, he's growling at the cows.
Yeah. They're not real, Teddy. Am I the only one, though, that finds it ironic? Here we're exploring the westward trail.
But we're going east.
Yeah, we're going east.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad.
All right.
We'll do this again.
We're on our way
to a harvest host.
Hopefully we have time first to stop by Sidney, Nebraska, and see
what?
The first ever Cabelas store, because it was born in Nebraska.
It has a campground.
We might just stay there. But we do have a Harvest Host reservation.
No, it's an hour and a half drive. Don't worry.
So All right, on with the drive.
Guess where we stayed?
Good morning. So we're in Sidney, Nebraska at the first ever retail Cabelas store. Their world headquarters was here until they merged with, or were bought by Bass Pro Shops. And then their headquarters was moved to Springfield, Missouri. The only Cabelas with an official campground. Full hookups, 10% off for Good Sam, AARPE, all the other ones, 20% off if you're a club member. And if you don't want to pay, they still have their truck lot and RV lot. You can just pull in there. Can't beat it. Cabelas is over there. Just a short walk. This campground is nice. It's first come, first serve. Club members get a 20% discount, so it comes to like $20 a night, full hookups.
Walk with me. Let's see the campground.
They have a dump station, showers, laundry, play yard. There's even tent camping. Over there in the distance is the old headquarters. Self check-in. You can place it in the box or go into Cabelas and they'll do it at the register. So today we're going to continue our trek east, and right now I've got it planned for Cabelas in Omaha. We'll see you when we get there.
The next morning.
Good morning. It's, I think, Wednesday, October 16th. And last night we stayed at Cabelas, but this time we boondocked. We boondocked in their parking lot. They have a special spot for truckers and RVs, but we found their regular parking lot and we parked on the outskirts to be a little more level. Today, we're headed to Iowa and a special harvest host, because tomorrow we want to see the Herbert Hoover Presidential Museum. So yes, we're headed towards Iowa City.
We made it to West Branch, Iowa, where we stayed at Freerick's Alpaca Farm.
A good alpaca is a lifetime investment.
This is a most unusual harvest host, allowing for a stop near a presidential museum and the ability and opportunity to interact with the animals.
Educational trailer that would go to schools and to fairs and teach city kids.
4 months old now. Pea chicks, they're very hard to raise. Peacocks are very hard to raise. So the males only get the big pretty tails during breeding season. So when the male starts to get testosterone in the spring, that's when the tail starts to grow out. And then when all this testosterone's gone, his tail falls off.
Chase the chickens sometimes, but they don't.
Like furry balls.
Yeah, we can go in there.
There's a couple in here that are.
Correctly.
Yep, they all cook in one spot, which makes cleanup very
It's
easy.
amazing. They're like litter box trained right from birth.
Right. Yep. But once they decide where they're going to poop, you can't change it.
Right.
And so we actually had to close the barn door because they decided right inside the barn is a great place to poop. And so then they would do it right here. So the boys are over here. We intentionally don't mess with the boys much, just to try to reduce the risk of them getting berserk syndrome. Because once that happens, then I have to butcher them.
Play music?
Yeah.
What syndrome?
Berserk. It's something that only the males get. They get it if they have too much human interaction, and especially if they have too much human interaction when they're young. They become macho, which is a full mature male, around 3 years old. And when they get all that testosterone in their body, if they've had too much human interaction, you run a higher risk of the animal becoming berserk. And basically they go nuts, they go crazy, and they try to kill you. And even though they're a small animal, they can be quite dangerous. Getting hit with that neck, they fight like giraffes.
Oh.
So getting hit with that neck is like somebody whacking you with a 4x4. It hurts. Oh. Pearl. So this is Pearl. She's the one you can take selfies with. Everybody has a picture taken with Pearl. So this is one who had the emergency C-section.
Now, how will that affect her ability to have more? She can't, right? That's the end.
And that's why we kept Valor, because it's the end of the road.
Oh yeah, I know. The end of the road.
And which one's Valor?
That girl on
He's
TikTok
the
that
little
just
gray one
shoots
in there
everything
with the. He's got a red collar around his neck.
Oh, in the back?
Yep, in the back. Yep, that's baby Valor.
No,
Huh.
okay. There is a
Yeah, you have to send that to Powell and say, guess where we are.
Yeah.
sheep in
They
llamas
do not
alpaca.
shear alpacas the same way as sheep.
Oh no,
And
it's
most sheep shearers will not. Well, we don't want them to touch our alpacas.
Nice,
because they do it different.
Then you can feel what a cute baby feels like.
Oh, you got so much
Oh, wow.
junk in here.
She says,
I was just eating.
because I was eating. She says, my name's Baby.
Well, you know who's going to get you pet scanned.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
You're my baby.
favorite yard. My favorite, just my favorite little grazing animal ever. I told her I used to work at the Washington County Zoo, and we had when a farmer didn't want them, people would come stay there for 2-3 years, but they don't stay. They find other homes for them.
Pied male, and then the pied female's in the middle over here, and then the white male clear over.
He's something else. So rhinos love peacock. Mister.
Yeah, there's my picture. See, you can get anything put on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the original herd that got culled, actually.
Okay.
And actually, this is
A moment of silence.
Yeah, this is Arden, that old gray one.
Oh,
That's
really?
her right there.
I was nuts for horses for a little bit, just like every girl.
I was to say every girl wants a pony.
Well, because they want to control something much bigger than they are.
Men should be very afraid of a woman who can control an animal with his eyes.
Especially a prey animal that wants to just bolt every 2 seconds. Its instincts are basic. But no, it turns out girls like dogs and horses because they want to be able to call a big friend. You don't realize it's, I don't know. And boys, it's fire. Never seen a horse up close.
And Cutter's like, whatever.
Never seen a horse up close. He doesn't know what to do. That's not how you treat yourself. Look at the alpacas are like.
They hear barking. They're running for the barn for cover.
I know, it's just like a feast of the eyes. Don't text him, Mo. She's got a.
As you can see, Halloween was quickly approaching, and this family certainly gets into the spirit of Halloween. This harvest host was truly amazing. Guided tours, interactions with the various animals, and plenty of room. We highly recommend staying here with this harvest host. And as darkness set in, we were hoping to catch the comet, and were initially thrilled. But upon review, it was just an amazing light show of a jet careening westward in the sky. Nearly a dark sky area, the skies were absolutely stunning. Not sure what the camera caught here. This also happened to be the night of the harvest moon. It was absolutely stunning.
So no.
Is this our second presidential library?
Lincoln. This one. Yes, we have that discussion.
Right on the Mississippi River. Check that out.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and ring that bell because our journeys are continuing.